Yo, what up, sucker? Today we're gonna talk about Ricky Rose, the biggest boss, the Teflon Don, Ricky Rose. The first time I heard Ricky Rose was push it to the limit, Port of Miami, Port of the Candy. I got nothing to lose, just important, man. It was either that song or it was the Whip It Real Hard. I'm the fucking future, nigga. What you can't see, the facts. You want them pretty things. I'm the one you need to ask when it come across the border. I'm whipping your order. Fed charges get brought up. I heard him on that track. But the first time I actually took the time to listen to one of his CDs was a CD called Port of Miami. Now, my pops, I was living with my dad at the time, and he was listening to Cross That Line. I think it's got Akon on it and Rick Ross. That was one of his favorite songs. So I was like, man, this sounds pretty good, but who is this dude? So I took a hold of the CD. I picked it up. My favorite song on the whole CD is Pots and Pans. I need some baking soda, some pots and pans. Nigga, I'm talking what I am. Rick Ross is one of the biggest bosses in the game, guys. He has had beefs with a lot of people. He's beefed with 50 Cent. We'll get into that later. He's beefed with T.I. He's beefed with Young Jeezy when it came out with the BMF. I think I'm Big Meech. Oh, Larry Hoover. You know, he's beef with a couple of guys, man, but most notable beef is the one with 50 Cent. The beef with 50 Cent is still going on today because 50 Cent, if you don't know, Rick Ross's baby mama is just now winning her settlement against 50 Cent. 50 Cent had another guy pound out Rick Ross's baby mama on film on an ashy, dirty black couch, pounded her out, made the video, and put it on the internet to shame Rick Ross. That is still going on today. Even if you look that video up, today, you will still see that video online. Just type in Rick Ross's baby mama getting smashed or something like that, guys, and you will find it. She's on a black couch with some out of shape black dude pounding her out, guys. Very low budget. But Rick Ross and 50 Cent's feud is going to continue to go on because they are both big bosses in the game. Young Jeezy is kind of faded out of the way. T.I. still popping, but he's kind of faded out of the way. You know, I just like a lot about Rick Ross. I like his aura. I like his style. I like his team. He put on Meek Mills, which Meek Mills has been going through a few things over the past few years dealing with Drizzy Drake, which is also one of Rick Ross's boys, Drake. So it's a touchy subject, man. But as far as beefing goes, Rick Ross has really only just been on a full-out beef with 50 Cent. I think he did one diss track to T.I. I can't remember how it went, but I know it started off with him talking about how beautiful the beat was. The beat is so beautiful. And he just crushed T.I., man. So Port of Miami was one of the only, I have to be honest, guys, Port of Miami is going to be the only CD that I've listened to from Rick Ross front to back. Because Rick Ross gives you so much music, man. He does so many features. He puts out so much music that, you know, I haven't gotten around to listening to any of his CDs other than, you know, I've heard it in passing. But Port of Miami is the only one. I think at that time when that came out, I was a teenager in my early teens. I enjoyed it pretty tough, guys. Now, Florida has blown since then. You got Plies making a little bit of noise. You got Kodak Black making a little bit of noise. So Rick Ross opened the door for a lot of guys, man. When you think about Gunplay, Gunplay is just gonna do his own thing. Gunplay is gonna be Gunplay. He's gonna do what he's doing until it's a wrap, guys. You know, he's caught up in the streets, so there's no saving Gunplay. But Rick Ross has put a lot of people in positions of power. That's one thing I like about Rick Ross. He will put you in a position of power. He's a true boss. Now, when the allegations came out about him being a CO at the jail, I kind of wrote him off as a clown. I kind of wrote him off as a joke. But guys, you can't do that because when you think about it, you know, he's in Miami to where, you know, drug trade is a big thing. Just like he said, you know, I took a job for somebody else to move packages into the jailhouse. Which, man, it makes a lot of sense, guys, because Rick Ross, I didn't believe that Rick Ross was really what he was and what he was saying that he was. But, guys, Rick Ross is the real deal in Miami, guys. And that's facts, bro. Rick Ross is the real fucking deal, guys. And we got to start paying homage to Rick Ross, not only for his street cred and how he's maintained and been a boss and put people in position, but his power to sustain the game. Rick Ross continues to put out hit after hit after hit after hit. Of course, he gets a lot of songs from DJ Khaled, which are, you know, the same 3 or 4 guys on every DJ Khaled world premiere major key. But Rick Ross has maintained his position and he has stayed relevant throughout the way, guys, all the way. And that's big, man. That's really big, and that's really hard for any artist to do nowadays, guys, because people are putting out this microwavable music, disposable tracks. You hear it one day and you forget about it a week from now. Rick Ross has made some very great tracks, made a lot of boss moves, and he's going to be the next big mogul. He already is one of the big moguls in the game. But he's definitely going to be the next big-time mogul. Recently, he stuck his nose in the situation with Baby and Lil Wayne, saying he doesn't respect how Birdman is treating Lil Wayne, seeing how he looked up to Birdman coming up in the game. He wanted to be like Birdman, which a lot of us do, man. You know, a lot of guys don't give Birdman his credit either. Birdman is one of my top 5 artists of all time. Birdman's big in the game, man. But he stuck his nose in that. It's still going on. He definitely dissed Birdman. I got more money than a pussy that you're signed to. Talking to Drizzy Drake when he was coming at Meek Mill's neck. Guys, Rick Ross is going to be the real deal, guys. Great music, great influence, biggest boss. I love everything about Rick Ross, guys. But like I said, my favorite song from Rick Ross of all time is Pots and Pans on the Port of Miami CD. If you got time, go look it up, man. Listen to that track. Let it sink in. Listen to what he's saying, guys. Fuck football. I'm going down another path. Couldn't pass the test to tell the truth. I couldn't fuck with math. Did get a scholarship, and I blew that. Got high, got a ticket, and I flew back to the hell zone. Yeah, man. Rick Ross is talking some real shit on that song, guys. So, if I ain't never put out a real track, I told y'all to go look up a real track. That's one for you guys. Pots and Pans by Rick Ross, Port of Miami. Salute to Ricky Rose. Salute to Double MG. Rick Ross is definitely that nigga out here in these streets, guys. For a fat boy, he's got that swag. Rick Ross, top 5 dead or alive, guys. And that's facts, bro. This is another episode of What Up Sucker. I'm King Ramp, and that's facts.